Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Live streaming is here for you. I'm delighted that we can share the Shabbat together, sharing beautiful prayers, inspiring music, and an important message. As the week continues and Shabbat begins, please accept my very best wishes for good health, much life, and greater peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I want to welcome all of you here to Congregation Beth Israel to the Gordon Chapel on this Saturday morning for our Shabbat service as we take a break from our mundane daily tasks and celebrate this day of rest, God's presence in our lives, and of course, Zachary as he takes his place and leads us in prayer and reads from Torah for the first time. We welcome all of his friends and family who are here today, and we invite you to join in with us as we pray and sing throughout the service. If you're unfamiliar with our prayer book, they are the blue book in front of you, so please grab a hold of it and feel free to follow along. Also, one last reminder to please turn your cell phones off as we help to create the spiritual atmosphere worthy of God's presence and honor Zachary's place as a leader in our community. We want to ask you to refrain from texting, snapping, taking pictures, etc. This time I'd like to invite Rabbi Scott to introduce our opening song.
This morning we will begin our worship service by joining in singing Ki Esh Meirah Shabbat. The words can be found on page 330. As we observe Shabbat as a community, God watches over each of us. It's a sign forever between God and us. Ki Esh Meirah Shabbat, El Yishmereini. Ki Esh Meirah Shabbat, El Yishmereini. Odi le'olamei ad beino uveini. Odi le'olamei ad beino uveini. Ki esh meirah Shabbat, el yishmereini. Ki esh meirah Shabbat, el yishmereini.
We continue now on page 91.
For our teachers and their students, and the students of the students, we ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say, Amen. And for those who study Torah, here and everywhere, may they be blessed with all they need, and let us say, Amen. We ask for peace and loving kindness, and let us say, Amen. Please turn to page 108 and rise for Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
We continue on page 110. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy, you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness, you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom, you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai, our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we may all swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai, yotzer hameorot. We continue on page 113. Love your neighbor as yourself, you said. And like blinded we saw, that inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. You spoke, and we wrote. We reached for you down the centuries. Your light, moving before us as we climbed, fell back and climbed again. Your Sinai of life. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher ba'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Page 114.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto le'olam va'ed.
Please be seated. Page 116. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher hanochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha veshinantam levanecha vedibartam bam b'shivtecha b'techa uvlechtecha vaderech uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tiskeru ve'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kiroshim lelohehem Anoni Adonai Elohehem Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lechem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohehem. We read together in the middle of the page. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away. when you lie down and when you get up. Blind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall observe all my commandments, and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God. Adonai Elohechem Emet. Please turn to page 121. We continue responsively. The eternal truth is that you alone are God, and that there is no one else.
May the righteous of all nations rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks.
Let nation not lift up sword against nation, nor learn war anymore.
You shall not hate your brother or your sister in your heart.
The stranger that sojourns with you shall be accepted as your equal, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt.
Why do you crush my people and oppress the poor? Asks God.
We know that the Eternal One defends the poor and upholds the rights of the needy.
Praise to God Most High.
Blessed is God and deserving of blessing.
Mi chamocha Elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norat ilot osef elem. Shira chadasha shimechu geulim לשמחה שפת הים, יחד כולם הודו, והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. צור ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ובדרך נאומך, יהודה וישראל. גואלנו, אדוני צבאות שמו, קדוש ישראל. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל Israel.
Rock of Israel, rise in support of Israel, and redeem Judah and Israel as you promised. Our Redeemer, Adonai Tzivaot, is your name. Blessed are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Israel. We continue now with our tefillah on pages 124, 126, and 128. Please rise. Adonai, Sephatai Tifta, Ufi Agi Tehilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Ve'koneh HaKol, Ve'zoher Chasdei Avot Ve'imachot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah, Rav le'oshia, Mechakel hayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar. Micha mocha ba'al gevurot umidomen la. Melech memit umechaye umatzmiya Yeshua. V'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye hakol. We read together in the middle of page 128. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up and faithfully giving life to all. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Page 130.
Nikadesh et shimcha ba'olam, Keshem shemakdishimo, Tobi shmei marom, Kakatuv al yad neviecha, V'karazel ze ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch ol haaretz, Kivodo, Adir Adirenu Adonai Adonenu, Adir Shimacha b'chol haaretz, Baruch Kivod Adonai Mimkomo. Echadu Eloheinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Umoshienu v'hu yashmienu, V'rachamav le'nei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Zion, le'dor v'ador. Hallelujah. Le'dor v'ador nagin kolecha, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nakdish. V'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush, le'olam v'ahen. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
To all generations, we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity, proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. Page 132.
Yismechu v'malechutecha, Shomerei Shabbat v'korei oneg, Amekadeshei Shevi, Kulam Yisbehu v'yidanu, Mitvecha v'hashvi, Lecha, Shomrei Shabbat, V'korei Oneg, Amikadashei Shevi, Kulam Yisbehu V'yidanu, Midvecha, V'hashvi, Ratzi Tabo, V'kidashto, Chemdat Yamim, Oto, Karata, Zechel Maseh Bereshit, Zechel Maseh Bereshit.
We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. We continue reading together on page 135. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope. For Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living. For Shabbat memories, glowing even in darkness. For Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh hashabbat. Page 136. Find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your Spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Page 139. Responsively. For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imagination. Modim enach nulach. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons. Modim enach nulach. For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements. Modim enach nulach. For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression. Modim enach nulach. For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared. Modim enach nulach. For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom. Modim enach nulach. For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose. Modim enach nulach. We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Page 140. Grant peace, goodness, and blessing, grace, kindness, and mercy to us and all your people, Israel. Bless us, our Creator, all of us together, through the light of your presence, truly through the light of your presence, Adonai, our God. You gave us a Torah of life, the love of kindness, justice, and blessing, mercy, life, and peace. May you see fit to bless your people Israel at all times, at every hour, with your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace.
Sim shalom, Torah uvracha. Sim shalom, Torah uvracha. וחסן, חן וחסן ורחמים, ברחמים, שים שלום, טובה וברכה, שים שלום, טובה וברכה. עלינו ועל כל ישראל, עלינו ועל כל ישראל, עמך שים שלום, טובה וברכה, שים שלום, טובה וברכה.
We pray silently.
Oh, say shalom, Imrom love. Oh, yeah, say shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru, Amen.
In our prayer book, we turn now to page 244 as we prepare for the reading of Torah. Ein kamocha Elohim Adonai ve'ein kamasecha malchutcha malchut kol olamim umamshaltacha b'kol dor v'ador Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'amo yiten Adonai varech et amo v'ashalom. There's none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace. It's a privilege now to call to the Bima to open the doors of the Holy Ark with us and to undress the Torah. Bia Sherbaneski and Andre Marinescu, please come to open the doors of the Holy Ark, and to undress the Torah with us, Cosmin Kershey and Gabrielle Spurnak. And as we open the doors of the Holy Ark, please rise.
Arachamim, Eitiv Avir Tzolcha, Eit Zion, Tivnei Homot Yerushalayim, Kivecha Levad Batachnu, Melech Elram Venisa Adon.
Havogora Eloheinu, unuchavo la Torah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Ki mitzion teitzei Torah. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah. Udevar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael midushato. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Galu Adonai iti uneromema Shemo Yachdav. Lecha Adonai Hagidula Hagivura Behatiferet Behanetzach Bechahon. Yichol bashamayim uvaretz. Yichol bashamayim uvaretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha. Lecha nitnase lechol erosh. Shosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam, haolam, omeid. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam, haolam, omeid.
Okay. This Shabbat morning, our Torah reading comes from Bar Mitzvah, the book of Numbers, beginning in chapter 3, verse 40. And it's a great privilege to call Matthew Roska Halmogin, Zachary's brother, to the Torah, to recite the blessings as we give thanks to God for its gifts.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Pekod Kol Behor Zahar Livnei Israel Mi Ben Hodesh Vamala Vesa Et Mispar Shmotam Velakachta Et Halvi Imli Ani Adonai Tahat Kol Behor Bivnei Israel Ve'et Behemat Halviim Tahat Kol Behor Bevehemat Bnei Israel Vayivkod Moshe Ka'asher Tziva Adonai Oto Et Kol Behor Bivnei Israel Vayehi. Oh, sorry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata betenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Stand on the other side next to King.
Ya'amot Shmuel ben Sarah la'aliyah la'Torah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Vayehi kol behor zahar v'mispar shemot mi ben hodesh v'amala lifku dehem shenayim v'esrim elef shlosha v'shivim umetayim vayedaber Adonai kol el Moshe le'mor kach et halviim tahat kol behor bivnei Israel ve'et behem matalviim tahat behem tam ve'et vayehi halviim bnei Israel ani Adonai. This close. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher natan lanu Torat emet vayehi olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Give your parents a hug. And to address the Torah with us, I'd like to invite Cosmin and Gabriel to come back. Thank you.
Our Haftorah today is from the book of Hosea, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has chosen faithful prophets to speak words of truth. Praise to you, Adonai, for the revelation of Torah, for your servant Moses, for your people Israel, and for prophets of truth and righteousness. The number of the people of Israel shall be like the sands of the sea, not to be measured or counted. And where they were called, "You are not my people," they shall be called the children of the living God. The people of Judah and Israel shall be gathered together, and choose for themselves a single head, and rise up from the ground. For the day of Jezreel will be great. Call your brothers my people, and your sisters loved by God. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, rock of all creation, righteous one of generations, the faithful God, whose word is deed, who creates by speaking, whose every command is just and true. For the Torah, for the privilege of worship, for the prophets, and for this Shabbat, that you, Adonai, our God, have given us, for holiness and rest, for honor and glory, for everything, Adonai, our God, we thank and bless you. May your name be blessed forever by every living being. Praise to you, Adonai, for the Sabbath and its holiness. Amen.
Amen.
So my Torah portion talked about the significance of counting the firstborn boy of every family. I was initially confused as to how I write a Devar Torah off of not just counting, but the counting of the firstborn boy of every family. The reason I bring the context up today is because it's sort of odd to leave out a specific gender or race today. So yeah, so for that reason, I'm going to be focusing on the significance of as counting as a whole. So, because after all, times have changed, and we need to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Anyways, the very fact that my Torah portion revolves around the significance of counting is, in some ways, funny, because you can relate counting to math, and I take a strong liking towards math. In every Torah portion, there is a lesson to be taught, and my Torah portion was no different. The lesson was the importance of counting. Although a very overlooked feature of ourselves, a useful one. More specifically, Jewish tradition teaches us the importance of counting in our community and for our country, whether it would be in the military or the government. The reason for counting and for its importance is because Moses was told to take a census of the men fighting. The Torah actually says, Se'u et rosh, but most interpreters translate it to take a census, but it literally means lift up or mark the head. At this point, I was a bit confused what to make of this. These definitions are different and each hold their own possible perceptions. Upon further reading, no answer was given. We are taught that their true meaning remains unclear. If it remains unclear, then how do I know I'm actually writing about my Torah portion and not just some random teaching that might be crucial to learn? But alas, I do actually think counting is important for a litany of reasons and can help anyone organize and create a system to make themselves more productive. I think I came across the importance of counting while preparing for my Bar Mitzvah, more specifically while I was planning out what, when, and where to study. Now that being said, did I follow that plan? No, but that in part is my parents' fault because I'm the second born. Looking back, I don't think anything too drastic came out of my lack of organization, and yeah, so unless you think so, but yeah. After becoming a Bar Mitzvah, the importance of counting has been emphasized, and it definitely means more to me. Not just counting, but organization as a whole. Finally, on this special day, I offer a prayer to God. I am thankful for my friends, family, God, and especially my brother for all he has done for me. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, I stay here? Okay.
It was a very dramatic ending.
Sorry.
Zachary, the book of Numbers begins with a census. Sometimes we translate Bamidbar, in the wilderness. It's not to suggest that you are heading off into any wilderness at all. On the contrary, by becoming Bar Mitzvah, we actually place what the Talmud describes as the Ol Mitzvah, the yoke of the mitzvah on your shoulders. Because if we were farmers, we would understand. We'd place a yoke on an ox in the field to be sure that it paved a straight path in front of it. If it didn't have a yoke on it, it would wander through the field and drop seeds anywhere and make a mess of its future and the farmers. So just as you are not an ox, but we want you to hoe a particular straight path in your future, we place the yoke of the mitzvah on your shoulders to be sure that you know how to walk through your wilderness in the future, bound by rules, mitzvot, and proper ways. We have every confidence in you because of your spirit, your nature, your personality, that you're going to embrace the entire world out there with arms in the air, with great heart open to everything available to you. And with so many choices in a modern world, it's now your obligation to figure out which choice is right, which choice is wrong, where is good, where is evil. And if you can remember anything about your Bar Mitzvah day well into the future, it's that you now have become a son of the commandment with a yoke on your shoulder who is being held to a much higher standard and responsibility to choose well for yourself. In every way that you have, and I know that your family is so proud of you today, there have been tears of joy. We call them dema'ot shel perot, tears of fruit that have been shed today, because when such a moment comes, It isn't just because we made it happen. It isn't just because you studied and did a good job. We're very grateful to God's presence in our life as a source of life and strength and good health and this great mitzvah. And you are a great mitzvah to us. Your father reminded me last night that when you were born, I came to see you in the hospital. Your mother told me you didn't speak for 28 months. I said he didn't have anything yet to say. But now we know that you do. So as you continue to grow, Zachary, you'll continue to discover all the gifts that God has already planted within you. And as you need them, you'll dig deeper and deeper to discover those strengths and make good choices for yourself all along the way. Now, in your Torah portion, it also said that God separated each part of the camp for each of its individual duties. You know, in Reform Judaism, we don't make a distinction between the Kohanim and the Leviim and the Yisraelim. We're all one large community, Kalal Yisrael. Nevertheless, each of us has a particular role to play. Your role today was to lead us in worship, to chant from the Torah, and to teach us a lesson. Kol hakavod, you did a wonderful job. But as you continue to grow, you'll discover your place in the Jewish community. And what I can certainly know about the future is that we will need you. We'll need you along the way for a variety of different things, but certainly to be sure that just as this is a symbol of the Jewish future, we need you to be in the Jewish future to help us grow our people, our community, and our purpose, which has always been outlined by the teachings of Torah. Zachary, we're counting on you, just as you mentioned in your speech. And I know that we'll be able to count on you in the future, and what's more, you can count on us. Congregation Beth Israel will always be here for you, and I look forward to the blessings we can share as you and your family continue to grow and become models of Jewish life. And in honor of all that you've achieved, a couple of tokens from the congregation. First of all, a gift from Brotherhood and Sisterhood. This Kiddush cup is for you to take home, and those arms, you're already lifting them so high in the air. You can raise your Kiddush cup on Shabbat and holidays to sanctify those occasions. This is a certificate of your Bar Mitzvah. It says that you were called to the Torah, you chanted and taught us from the portion Bamidbar. And this is a gift certificate from the Reformed Jewish Movement for $250. You can apply this to help pay for a trip to Israel with one of the Reformed Jewish Movement trips to Israel. We want you to return to that sacred place to see not only history and archaeology, our past, but also our present and our very bright future. And that cell phone that we asked you many times to leave behind before we enter the chapel is filled with technology that was created in Israel. Israel is second only to Silicon Valley when it comes to technology and innovation. So get to Israel, be inspired by it, and then come home to help us continue to build our Jewish community here in Houston. And you're welcome. And now I'd like you to join us in the middle of the bima so that Rabbi Scott and Rabbi Foster can join us. We wish to extend to you the blessing of old, that it may go well with you today and for many more years to come. You can leave your arms down, that's it, and we'll bless you on this special day.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May God's light shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, shalom.
May God grant you all that you wish for yourself, Zachary, and all that your family and friends wish for you too. May it be long life, mitzvah, and a lifetime of peace.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. As we prepare now to return the Torah to the Holy Ark, It's a pleasure to invite again Bia and Andre to join us here to open the doors of the Holy Ark. As we raise the Torah, we rise. Yahalelu et Shem Adonai ki nisgav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of the Lord, for God's name alone is exalted.
Eitz chayim lemachazikim ba betomecheha eoshar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva kadesh yameinu kekedem.
In our prayer book, we turn to the bottom of page 282 and 287 as we join in Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye haratzot, velo samanu kimishbachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, Umishtachavim umodim Lifnei melech Malchei hamlachim Hakadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar V'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz V'yom hahu Yeh Adonai echad Shemo echad.
We continue on page 294. We take time now to call to mind those who have gone from life, but whose presence and memory abides among us as a blessing. In particular, on this day, we lovingly remember members of Zachary's family. Pavel Halmagin, Shmuel Iriemia, Radika Roska, and Nikolai Roska. We join now together with words of Mourner's Kaddish, again on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach rutev yamlich malchute, Bechayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lalmei amaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudsha b'richu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. May the one who makes peace on high bring peace to all of us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen. You may be seated. And at this time, while our formal prayers have ended, our blessings continue. It's a privilege to invite up Zachary with his parents as we invite them to share their personal words of blessing with him.
So I'm supposed to start. And this is the second time in my life I'm doing this. And I thought I'm going to be a pro at it. And I'm not going to cry. So I'm going to try really hard not to. But I'm going to tell you some lessons you taught me, child. You were born as a gift to us. You were wanted. And when you came into this world, one of the first lessons I've learned for the first few years of your life is that keeping quiet and observing and absorbing, it's a good thing. With all the worries we've had because we've never kept quiet and we've never observed and absorbed for so long, we learned that it's a good thing. Keep doing that. Pull back, observe, and absorb. The other thing you taught me since you were born is to choose the path of most resistance. We don't call it argument in our house anymore. We call it opinions. And your opinions are filled with humor. And your intensity becomes sometimes a prayer around me. Because while intensity in general builds intensity within your parents, especially your mother, in your case, child, your intensity helps me step back. Because you always have a reason. Ever since you were born and you started talking, you had a reason. And I could never sit back and say, that is a poor reason. You have a wisdom about you, Zachary, that I never ever understood where it's coming from, but God. So, be unique. You are unique. You've always been unique. From the way you wear your hair, from the way you always wore your hair, to the choice of outfits you've ever made, ever since you started dressing yourself. You always made statements and you were confident about that. Keep being that way. And also from the different way you solve your math problems without a proof sheet and yet still get them right. Be unique. But most of all, your arguments, opinions, your research, your support, your mind, your spirit, they're driven by God. They're given to you by God. You have been given to us as a gift by God. You've made good choices. Stay the course. I pray to God that you grow up to have the heart you've always had and to follow your dreams and be happy. Okay, cool.
Zach, I was telling you yesterday in front of Rabbi Lyon that he met you when you were 1 day old. He came to visit you in the hospital. You might not remember it, but I stopped and thought about your entire journey until today. 13 years later, in front of the congregation, your Bar Mitzvah. Throughout your life, you, especially in the early years, you tried to find yourself. And while you started speaking when you were 28 months, while other children might start speaking earlier, you were very strong in what you want at a very early age. And while you took an interest in sports, and like every other boy, you played soccer and baseball and lacrosse, you settled on skiing, like we can ski here every weekend in Houston. But most importantly, you were absorbed by everything your brother did around you. And this day is when you become your own man, as your brother will leave the house this summer. And don't remind you. And lastly, I think your mom said enough about you and your opinions and arguments. The only thing I will close this with, to your brother was here every Sunday as a madrihim, and everybody loved him, so I hope you continue in his shoes and help other kids and make relationships here that will last a lifetime. Shabbat shalom.
Now we want to invite Matthew to join us. The whole family come to the middle of the bima. We're going to share blessings over the wine and challah this morning with you. If you'll rise, you'll join us too. Wonderful. Zachary, if you'll hold the Kiddush cup as we share our blessing, as we sanctify this day. Now you can raise your arm. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. You can take a sip of wine and hand it to your parents. You can hold the challah up as we also give thanks to God who brings forth bread from the earth. Following our blessing, everyone will enjoy the afternoon and celebration with the family, and we share our blessing now. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. There we are. And share some with your family. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Our service is concluded. Good Shabbos. Thank you for joining us at Congregation Beth Israel in Houston. Sharing Shabbat with you is so meaningful to us. Let's join together again very soon. My very best wishes to you for a good week. Shabbat shalom.